By now, you've probably heard news reports saying that inflation is finally coming down. But if inflation is falling, why does everything still feel so expensive? The answer lies in one of the biggest misunderstandings about economics. Lower inflation doesn't mean lower prices. It simply means that prices are rising more slowly. Imagine you're driving a car. At first, you're traveling at 100 miles per hour. Then you slow down to 40. You're still moving forward, just not as quickly. Inflation works the same way. If inflation falls from 9% to 3%, prices are still increasing. They're just increasing at a slower pace. For prices to actually return to previous levels, the economy would need something called deflation, a broad decline in prices across the economy. At first glance, that might sound like good news. Who wouldn't want cheaper food, lower rent, and more affordable fuel? But history tells us that deflation often creates serious economic problems. When people expect prices to keep falling, they delay spending. Why buy a new television today if it might be cheaper next month? Businesses then sell fewer products. They cut production, lay off workers, investment slows, economic growth weakens. This happened during the Great Depression of the 1930s and has also challenged Japan during periods of prolonged low inflation and deflation. That's why most central banks aim for low, stable inflation, not falling prices. Their goal is to keep the economy growing while avoiding both runaway inflation and damaging deflation. So while inflation may return to normal levels, many of today's higher prices may remain with us for years. There is one force that has the potential to push prices lower over time: technology. Throughout history, innovation has made many products dramatically cheaper. Think about televisions, computers, mobile phones, internet access. Not long ago, these technologies were expensive luxuries. Today, they're more powerful than ever, and in many cases, far more affordable. Artificial intelligence could trigger another wave of productivity. Factories are becoming increasingly automated. Warehouses use robots. Businesses are using AI to improve efficiency. Farmers are adopting precision agriculture. Delivery networks are becoming smarter. If companies can produce more goods using fewer resources, production costs could fall. And when businesses save money, consumers sometimes benefit through lower prices. But there's another side to the story. Technology also creates enormous demand for electricity, data centers, rare earth minerals, advanced computer chips, and skilled workers. Building AI infrastructure requires billions of dollars in investment. Electricity demand is expected to rise. Competition for critical minerals is increasing. So while technology may reduce costs in some industries, it could increase costs in others. The future is unlikely to be defined by prices falling everywhere. Instead, we'll probably see a world where some products become much cheaper, while essentials like housing, healthcare, energy, and food continue facing upward pressure. If higher prices are likely to remain part of modern life, what can ordinary people do? While no one can completely avoid inflation, there are practical ways to reduce its impact. First, build an emergency fund. Unexpected expenses become even more difficult during periods of rising prices. Having several months of living expenses can provide valuable financial security. Second, avoid unnecessary high-interest debt. As interest rates rise, borrowing becomes much more expensive. Reducing expensive debt can improve long-term financial stability. Third, invest for the long term. Historically, many investments such as diversified stock portfolios have outpaced inflation over extended periods. Although all investments carry risk and past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Keeping all your savings in cash for many years may reduce purchasing power if inflation remains higher than the interest you earn. Fourth, continue learning. The global economy is changing faster than ever. Understanding inflation, interest rates, technology, and global markets helps you make better financial decisions. Financial knowledge is one of the few assets that inflation cannot take away. So, why is everything becoming more expensive? Because multiple powerful forces came together at the same time. Global supply chains were disrupted. Energy prices increased. Demand recovered faster than supply. Governments introduced extraordinary economic support during a historic crisis. Labor markets changed, interest rates rose, geopolitical tensions reshaped global trade, and the world continues adapting to a rapidly changing economy. No single government, no single company, and no single event explains today's higher prices. It's the result of many interconnected forces influencing one another. The important question isn't whether prices will return to what they were 5 years ago. It's whether we can understand these changes well enough to prepare for the future. Those who understand how the economy works are often better equipped to make informed financial decisions. Knowledge doesn't eliminate inflation, but it can help you respond to it with greater confidence. If this video helped you understand why life has become more expensive, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to The Wealth Mystery for more easy-to-understand videos about money, economics, investing, and the forces shaping our financial future. And if you haven't already, be sure to watch Part 1 and Part 2 of this series, where we uncovered the hidden causes behind inflation and rising prices. Here's today's question: what has become the most expensive part of your life? Housing, groceries, fuel, insurance, or something else? Share your answer in the comments below. Thank you for watching. And remember, the greatest investment you can make is in understanding how money really works. I'll see you in the next video. Please consider subscribing to the channel to continue watching more useful content.